Real talk today, I'm going to show you a table which compares professional web development versus DIY web development. See, nowadays, website development tools come in as a freemium service, so you could start with developing a website for free on a particular platform rather than hiring professional developers build a website for you due to many other reasons. So I'm going to show you a table which compares both and what benefits you're going to get over the other. So the very first comparison on this table is price. Of course, if you're going to hire professionals and experts to build your website, it's going to be fairly expensive over DIY development. And as we can see, the comparison between both of this is quite big when it comes to comparing budgets. And that is one point that we'll never seem to agree upon when it comes to money spent on web development. So a lot of people rather go free and minimal rather than paying $1,000 for a quality website built by professionals. So next in line is design. So when you hire professionals to design your website, they make sure that this website is tailor-fitted to your business or project, and they make sure the elements used in their designs are properly integrated within your business. Now, when it comes to DIY, you do have these templated designs in which you could apply to your website and customizing it. Now, you see the difference here is not really about tailor fitting. The difference here is the skills of communicating that design to your audience. You see, I see a lot of cases where DIY developers and business owners find a nice theme, but it's not properly communicated to their actual audience. Some may apply a template theme that is focused on real estate, but their actual business is actually selling in retail. Bottom line, experts have the eye for great design and great user experience. So this is where professionals come in as the winner. Next in line is functionality. Now, when it comes to experts and you need a particular function to work for your website, then they could come in and create that function with the best quality that they can. Now, when it comes to DIY, if you want a particular function to work for your website, then you're going to spend a lot of time in research, and it'll even come to the point where you won't even be able to create that function for your website. Maybe it's due to you not having the right skills, or maybe where you built your website as a DIY doesn't offer that kind of functionality in their platform. So again, this is where the experts who win again when it comes to this comparison. Next in line is the scale of your website. Do you require a website that sells at least 100 products or more? Or do you have a website that sells just one product or maybe up to 3 products at a time? So depending on the size of your website, whether it's 100 pages, 1,000 pages, or just 1 or 2 pages, this is where you need to consider what would be best for you. Personally, even if you only have 1 page on your website to sell 1 product, I would rather find professionals to create that 1 page, because remember, first impression will always last. When people get to that 1 page and they find that it's professionally done and they get the best user experience when it comes to checking out by buying that product, then this will guarantee you repeat sales in the future. Now, if it's a DIY 1-pager and it's quite lousy when it comes to the user experience, then don't expect any repeat sales at all. So remember, whether it's a 1-pager or a 1,000-pager website, get the professionals. Next in line is maintenance and support. Now, if things go wrong, at least with professional web developers, they know the ins and outs of your website and they know how to tackle and troubleshoot the issues right on the spot. For DIY developers, then I guess the question here is the actual time that it will take you to do the research, do the troubleshooting, and to make sure that even solves your problem. It's a straight up comparison against professional web developers. Of course, when it comes to maintenance, professional web developers know what needs to be updated and knows that there won't be any conflict when it comes to the actual updates, and do have the knowledge and experience to properly maintain your website after development. So there you have it, my comparison table between professionally built websites versus DIY. And to conclude all this, remember, building a website is just like building a house. When you hire professionals just like architects and engineers to build your house, then what is guaranteed within that process is that you have a solid foundation and you have a good looking house that is built at the end of the day. Now, imagine if you bought a kit that you could actually build your house DIY. At the end of the day, I don't think anyone would feel safe living in that house, knowing that it is DIY and not 100% built by actual professionals. Same thing goes with websites. So my best advice to everyone out there trying to build a website, leave web development to the professionals. I'd like to thank you for watching this episode. I hope this educates you on the topic on hand. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, also that bell button to get notifications on the latest uploads I do every week. In the case you'll require a team or agency to build a website for you, don't forget to check out Mediafied.com. I have a bunch of web developers ready to build your website, and we offer the best plans and packages for every website need that you'll require.